Hello everyone, you're welcome to this tutorial. Alright, today I'm going to be showing us how to cut and sew a button down shirt, like a standard way of cutting your shirt. It can be for male or female. So that's what we're going to be showing on this channel today. So if you're the first time of coming across this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and also on the notification bell. And if you have been coming to this channel, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share and comment. So we're going to be using some measurements for our shirt cutting today. We're going to be using back of 18.5, body 42, the length 30, the sleeve to be 10, and the round sleeve to be 16, and the round sleeve to be 16. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to roll my baseline. Now, after rolling my baseline, don't forget that we said we are cutting a button shirt down. So the next thing is to mark out. This is the front panel. I folded my fabric into two. This is the wrong side of the fabric. I've always told you to always chuck your fabric on the wrong side. So I'm going to be marking from the edge of the fabric 2.5 for my button and buttonhole side. The length is 30. Length is 30, so I'm going to be marking 31 because the taping down will just be tiny. Only mark 32 because of the shoulder joint, so you can actually trim it off. 32. So I'm going to connect these 2.5 lines together. So every other of our measurements begins from here. Don't forget that the body is the body is 42. So divide your body by 4. 42 divided by 4, that's 10.5. 10.5. I'll be adding 1 inch sewing allowance. That's 11.5. So my 11.5 begins from here. So this is 11.5. So now the first thing I'll do now is to cut out this first, this front panel. Cut it out, then we go to the back panel. What we're going to do now is to fold our, now this is buttonhole side, fold it, the type of placket or buttonhole side that I want is the one that is turnover. So that's what I want to do now. Put it the second time. I always like my shirt to have that turnover. Anyway, it's not compulsory. You can leave it like the first one, the first folding. I just leave it at the first folding. for the buttonhole. And for the button side, I'll turn it like this. And all I'm just doing is just a single folding. I don't have to turn it because it has the TRG. The TRG is there. So this is what I'm doing. This is why I notch chips. You can roll it so that you may be confused. Let's connect the two notches together. So, and this is it. It down. What I'm going to do now, take it to my sewing machine. It's optional, totally optional. Run a straight stitch to hold it down. And if you want to leave it like this, if you want your sewing to show, you can leave it like this. When you tap your button, it's going to hold it down. As long as you have been able to hold it firm with your Emmy gum. But for this particular one, I'll take it to the sewing machine and run a straight stitch just at this edge, because we are still going to open this place up. But we need to secure this place first. Run a straight stitch on this place, and after that run a straight stitch here as well. So that's what I'm going to do now before we continue our cutting. So this is the placket. Can you see now? I just run a stitch on it like this, straight down, and after that open it up and run another stitch here. Then your buttonhole will just be in between like this. You would have seen that design on shirt. Unfortunately, I can't use a contrasting thread. I have to use black because of the customer's requirement. So I have to use black. This is a thread. This is a thread. So this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be on our button. And for the button side, like I told you, I just did a straight sewing. You can choose to leave it, it's optional, but this is straight sewing. I just did a straight sewing, and this is it. If you can see it very well here, this is it. So let's continue our cutting. Now to cut the back, don't forget that because there's no opening at the back, so the back will be cut at the other side like this. Bring your front, please. Together like this. Starting from this baseline. I'm going to be adding 4". You can add 3.5 or 4, so I'm going to be adding 4 inches. You know the back is always it's always dropping at the front, so that extension is what we are cutting out now. I'm sure you are reading very well. At times I add 3.5. I'm adding 4 inches for this one. So I'm going to be slanting my shoulder by 2 inches. Right, that's this is from the front side, not from the excess on the back. So I'm slanting it together. Now, after slanting it together, at this time now, I'm going to bring it down and allow the space, the extra inches, to be up. Now bringing it down here, I'm going to bring this out by 1 inch, and the essence of bringing it out by 1 inch is the overlap, where the shirt, where the button, you know, there is button in the front, so that 1 inch should not be part of the back measurement. So you want to be sure, just mark your 1 inch, and automatically my 1 inch just where this thing stops. So bring it out. Your back starts from that 1 inch. Your back starts from that 1 inch. So that is it. Just bring it out like that. The back measurement starts from that 1 inch. That's where the overlapping will be. Now, that's where the overlapping will be. Simply because the back does not have button, so we are not going to factor it in at the back. I hope I'm making sense now. Now, after that, what we are going to do is to bring this back. Now, just, I don't do this, but as a beginner, I would advise you do it. Just mark 0.5 at the edge here. That is where we want to overlap. Okay, 0.5. So it is the 0.5 overlap that we want. We're going to overlap by 0.5. It's overlapping by 0.5. Can you see now? So I'm going to use my iron to press it down like this. Don't forget that it's not starting from me. So that's it. So after folding in like this, then here we mark our shoulder. So the back is 18.5. 18.5 divided by 2, that's 9.25. I'm going to be adding 0.5 for seam allowance, that's 9.75. So I'm marking is at this edge. It's at this edge, and I'm making it straight. So 9.5, 9.75, 9.75 here. Okay, our armhole, the body is 40. 2 ways to calculate our armhole. You can use your back divided by 2, which is going to be the same 9.25, or you can use your body, that's 42 divided by 4, that's 10.5 minus 1.5 is still the same 9. Can you see? So those are the 2 methods I use for my armhole. That's 9. My armhole covers cups. I'll use my hand. So that is 9. Then I'm going to connect it. I'm going to connect it, and after that, check the midpoint. That's 4.5, and at that 4.5, just come in by 0.5. Come by 0.5. Then connect it from here. My armhole is as, if you have your armhole curve, you can use your armhole curve. If you don't have your armhole curve, you can just use your hand, your free hand. For the front panel, I'm going to be coming a little bit. That we'll do that later, and we shape it. Just shape it inside a little for the front. So, but for the back, 0.5. 0.5 will be here, the other will be at the bottom. Let's just take it like that. So I'm going to be cutting my back armhole from here. My front armhole comes in a little. When I'm doing it, you will see that. So that is the armhole. from that place, now shaping, this is optional. It totally depends on your client. If your client is, some men used to have pot belly, I will not advise you to shape, because even most times their belly at times is mostly bigger than their chest. You have a client that has pot belly, if it's for anybody, even if me, don't shape. But you have a client that has a flat tummy, you can give it a little shape so that at least for a little bit of fitting. So my client doesn't have pot belly like that, so I'll be shaping just by 0.5, and that is 14 inches. Mark 14 inches from the shoulder. Mark 14 inches now is at that point. I'm going to shape it out. So now, don't forget that our measurement begins from the 1 inch here. It's already 1 inch, and the body is 42. That's 10.5. So 10.5 plus 1 inch, that's 11.5. So I'm measuring 11.5. Can you see my 10.5 begins from here? Now 11.5. So I'm adding 0.5 sewing allowance. 0.5 sewing allowance. I'm not adding 1 inch anymore. I added 1 inch so that for me to do all the paparazzi I need to do and have my excess cover. So now the body is 42. That's 10 divided by 4. That's 10.5. The 1 inch for the overlap here, that's 11.5 plus 0.5 sewing allowance, that is 12. Please make sure you do your calculations very well. I thank God I added 1 inch in the first place. I would have been short of fabric now. That is why I added 1 inch in the first place. Now, so on this line now, instead of me marking 12, that's where I'm going to shape out. I'm going to mark 11.5. So did you get it now? So instead of having 12 here, 11.5, just a little bit of coming in like that. And down here, I'm going to be marking 12.5 because of the hip allowance. So I will maintain this place. I'm going to maintain this place. So all I'm going to do is just to shape it out like this. You can still go down with your 12, but I think I want to, yeah, just like that. Now let's come to the neck. The neck width, I want the neck width to be 2.5. Please, you follow me very well. We understand this thing. There's no big deal. And I want the length to be let's say 4 inches or 4.5. Let me use 4 inches first. So 4 inches. So I'm going to be connecting this place down to this place. Now we check it. I want the neck to be 18. I want the neck to be 18. So just check it, right? Now can you see I have exactly 18. So I'm going to be cutting it out now. So one thing is that I don't cut my, you can see that I did a little bit curve here, but in case you don't understand, so what you do is just open up like this and cut this way. Another thing you do is notch here, notch here where the front begins, then open up, then cut your front first. You should have gotten used to how I normally cut my own front whatever. I don't now I always leave this place, and I've explained to you several times. So for the back, now the curve I made there now, so I'm going to make my curve here. So it's coming like this. coming like this, just this curve. You can choose to cut it like this, but I always want it to come down a little here. So you can see the curve. You must make sure you get the curve like that, and that is it. Okay, I have my 18 inches there. So I'm going to cut it out now from this place. All right, I'm cutting the back armhole first, like I told you. There's a curve usually that we have at the edge here, but I always advise don't make sure it's not too deep. The reason for that, it can come straight like this, is perfect, but just to shape it out. The reason for not making it to be too curved is folding. I think you want to fold the hair, it might be difficult to fold. Just a little bit of that, then you shape it out like this. You can see coming from the down, just like 2 inches up. That's what I did. So after shaping it out, then open it up, then shape. The reason for this is to reduce the bulkiness that we normally have at the armhole here. Let me even measure my armhole. Let's see if it's perfect. So yeah, it's to reduce the bulkiness here. So for the front armhole, we trim it off a little. And that's it. Now, so after this, I'm going to cut the sleeve. I have 11 here. I'm going to cut the sleeve. Now, there are two ways of cutting this. This is the first method. I'm going to cut the second method, but I'm sure that the second method sewing will come in another video. But I'm going to show you how to cut it in this video. So, I want to cut the back facing now. To cut the back facing, I want to use that's 7 inches. It's okay for me. So don't forget it's from this place. I'll say so. I'll reduce it to 7 inches. The armhole is 11. So from here I'll come down by 4 inches, then to shape it out from here. So eventually we have our 11. $10.5. I'm going to be adding 2 inches for the hemming allowance. That's 12.5. So if I cut it out, I don't think I should even add up to 2, but let's just cut it out. There's need for me to shape it out, because it's going to be having a turnover. So around sleeve is 18. That's 16 rather. That's 8. I'm going to be adding 1 inch in allowance. And here we have our sleeve. Right, I said I want to show us the second method. Don't forget, this is the first one. So the alteration is at the back side. So I decided to use it to cut out the other material, because it's for the same person. So this is the second material. The 3 is there, the third one is there, so the same thing. So I cut it out. So this is the back facing now. I cut it out for this part. So with this particular one now, I want to do some alterations there, and this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do from this shoulder like this. I'm going to mark 7 inches. I'm going to mark 7. By the time I can mark 6.5. 6.5 for 7. I mark 7 inches. By the time I sew 0.5, so I have 6 inches. So that's 7 inches. I'm going to roll it like this. Then I'll cut it off. So I'll use the same to cut the facing now. Make sure it's equal on both sides. Okay. So when we want to join it, you'll see the magic of this one that I just cut. Thank you. Let's go for the join. Yes. So this is the back. So now I want to join our shirt together. Now don't forget I cut two types. So let's join this one first. This is the back. This is the back. So just this is the wrong side. This is the right side. Place it this way. Take the front panel. Don't forget that your buttonhole is always at the left side, and your button always at the right side. So just you're placing it like you want to wear it. Now can you see? So after that, take the facing. Now the facing, this is the right side, this is the wrong side. So you are placing the right side on the front panel. Now let me explain again. This is the back, right side facing down, and this is the wrong side. This is the front, the wrong side, facing it, the right side outside, and now the facing. So what we want to do here is to join the 3 shoulders together, the facing, the front, and the back. So turn it this way, then we'll join it the both shoulders together, and that's what we want to do now. So then the other side as well. So after joining it together this way, so you open it up like this. Then you have the facing comes to the back. So you top stitch on this shoulder, just tiny. Make sure you spread it out very well. Spread it out very well. Okay. And do the same on the second one as well. So after that, come this way. Make sure you allow the back facing to relax very well. Just spread it out like this. Spread it out. One thing you can do is to just sew the neck. So allow it to lay very well on the back. What we want to do now is to fold this facing, but I want it to be 6 inches. I don't want it to be too long, but let's say 7 inches. So I'm going to be folding at 7 inches. So you measure from the shoulder, from the joint here. Measure from the joint here to 7 inches. That's what we want to join. We want to fold. So please make sure you spread it out. There's no light. Assuming there's light, we are on solar presently. I would have used iron. I use Emi gum to hold it down, but there's no light, so we'll work with whatever we have. Just hold it like this. A tiny sewing. Of course, if you have excess on any of the sides, you will have to trim it off. But now we have been able to fix our facing. And you say, I've been able to fix our facing at the back. When you have your drop down, this is what you have at the back. Now, after fixing the facing, the next thing we do is to join our sleeve. Now, all the other parts actually
remains the same with what we did on the previous on when we were joining our clothes on the previous video I dropped online.
Alright, unfortunately my microphone went off at this point and I wasn't aware until the point of editing this video. So the initial video I uploaded was the method we used on how to join the one that we cut the back in 3 pieces. So I won't be doing that here. So but what I was explaining here was that I used my five thread to join the sleeve here instead of using the other method, because I told you that other method was actually tricky. If you're a beginner, it might be more difficult. So here I use my 5 thread. So if you have a 5 thread, use your 5 thread, and I'll still show you how you eventually get the double sewing on your sleeve. So after joining the sleeve with the 5 thread, what you do is to just press it to the body side. Your sewing allowance, that's how I was trying to explain it. Press it towards the body of the cloth, then you run your second stitch on it and you have your double sewing. But as a matter of fact, you can actually leave it like this because it has sewn it and weave at the same time. That's what 5 thread does. But in case you still want to have that double sewing effect, you can still do it, and that is what exactly you see me that I'm doing here. So you run your straight stitch, you run it on the clothes, not on the sleeve. Always remember to use the second foot side of the footer to gauge it so that you make your work straight and neat. And I always stop stitch at the right side. We can do it on the wrong side, it's perfect. In fact, this one will come out very fine because it will come out finer because the is already weaved. You've already weaved it with the 5 thread. The 5 thread machine sews and weaves at the same time. But if you want to do that and still have your double sewing effect, it's perfect, and that's exactly what I'm doing. It is after I've sewn the double stitch, you can see the double sewing. Yeah, you can still do it. In fact, if you don't have a 5 thread, you can sew it or straight sewing, weave and do this, but you know that's a very long journey. So instead of that, I would advise you if Kukuma do the normal method of this double sewing. So after now, I'll go back to the 5 thread, join the sleeve straight down to the body, and also do my double sewing also on the body. Just to tell you that there are different ways you can achieve this double sewing. If that other method is difficult, you can follow this method, use your 5 thread, and after that you see or run your double sewing on your shirt to give it that perfect one. And at the same time, you can leave it. This is the third one. This third one, I left it this way. You can see that I've used my 5 thread to finish everything up, join the body together, and I left it like this. I didn't do any double sewing. So I used these 3 shades to teach you 3 methods that you can use in sewing your shirt. Either you leave it like this, or after sewing with 5 thread, you run your double sewing, or you use the other method that I used. Now I've joined the side together, and I'm going to do the double stitch. So the first thing I'll do is to top stitch on the first sewing as usual, just like the way we did the other time. Top stitch on the sewing. So after running the top stitching, then I will sew the second stitch, and you will have your double sewing at the side as well. And because you've weaved it on the other side, your work will be very, very neat. Please do not forget to like, share, and comment. React to this video. That's the way you can encourage us. Please react. A like will go a long way. Like it, drop a comment, share, and just react to it. Just react to it. So I'm running my second stitch now. I'm running the second stitch now. It's just as simple as that. And you can see how neat it is. Check the wrong side. Yes, that's it. You want to have it this way, or you want to leave it just with a 5 thread. So now
we fix our collar. And you know this collar, I did a cut together collar, a built together collar. So I'm going to drop the video separately. We are going to fix the collar now, and we see the end result of it. So these are built together collar. Can you see? Make the notch at the middle on the collar to align with the notch here. Then put it down like that. The more reason I say you should not sew to the end. So you put it this way. Then adjust the collar. Then you sew it down. And take the other side. So after that, bring it like this, cover up, make sure it covers the initial sewing. Make sure it covers the initial sewing. So this is the middle where we notched it. You want to put your size, although this is large. I just want to put this medium. Cut it. And just fold it into two like this. Then you put it down. And you put it there. You want to put your cloth tag, if it is a sewn one, you sew it down here. So after that, then we do the top stitch for the polarizer as usual. But in this case, because you didn't join it, you just have to gauge your normal 1 inch. So now at this point of our sewing, so you fold it like this. And this is our collar. Does it look like a built together collar? And you see, it's another design of collar, different from the first one that we did. This is shaped this way, the other one was shaped this way. So the last thing to do is to
tape this place, this side. Now the last one I uploaded, I didn't weave this place, so I needed to fold it twice, which was not actually that easy. But because this one I already weaved this part with my 5 thread, you will see how easy it's going to look when I want to sew it now. And now you can see how easy it is for us to tape it down. I want to fix the buttonhole now and the button tack, and I'll come back to show us the end result. All right, thank you. Stop it. So you can see the final result of the one that we cut in 3 pieces. See the inside. The facing inside will be the right side, unlike others that we cut together. Can you see? The facing inside will be the wrong side. So this is actually the perfect way and the right way to cut your shirt. But if you want to do to the answer, you can use this method. People use this method as well, but you can see I decided to do this for you so that you can see the difference between when you cut it separately, back separately, and when you cut the back together. And these are the final result of our shirt. And let me show you something. And this is the cut together collar. You can see how neat and nice it's looking. It's only when you tell somebody or the person that knows that will know that it's cut together, you can do this. It makes your work very, very fast. And also see the shaping of the collar. You can see that it's different from this. This goes like this, and this to the front. So we have different ways of shaping our collar. Can you see this one too? Shape to the back, and this one shape down to the front. Like I said on in my video that I uploaded for how to cut the 2-piece collar, I showed you a picture of different shape of collar, how you can shape your collar. You can see the shaping we did here, and see the shaping we did for others. So if you have watched this video up to this point, kindly like, share, and comment. See our shirt looking very, very nice. Just put your clothes tag, and that's it. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you. Bye.